Hello YouTube, this is Carter Machiavelli. Um, right now I'm doing nothing, I'm just thinking about God and the world, and I was thinking about something after researching something about the top most competitive programmer Gennady Karatkevich, and since I'm studying psychology and I also study computer science parallel to that, but I'm thinking about giving up computer science simply because I fucking hate it. I think it's one of the most frustrating and tedious and just annoying studying subjects that I have ever chosen. I'd rather switch to mathematics personally, but nevertheless, I still somehow got by YouTube recommendations, got recommended some competitive programmers, and I'm still fascinated by it, by how seemingly effortlessly they can solve problems and they can just type it out like it's plain text. But anyways, since I'm studying psychology and it is more the subject of my interest, I wanted to talk about this competitive programmer for like a minute or something, because any one of you who is not familiar with programming is like the by far highest rated programmer when it comes to competitive programming. And I looked up on him at Wikipedia, and it says there that his parents are basically scientific research programmers at top universities in Belarus. And what that brought up to me, some idea from psychology, is basically that I'm pretty convinced, even though many psychologists will disagree with me, that the heritage of crystallized intelligence, so basically, to phrase it in simple words, the real life New Game Plus is a real thing. Like, really. Because if you think about it, for those of you not familiar with psychology, I'll explain it. So, in psychology, you categorize intelligence in two areas. One is liquidized intelligence and one is crystallized intelligence. Liquid intelligence is basically your genetically predetermined intelligence. So, how thick the myelin layers across your axons are, because the thickness of the myelin layers predetermine the speed of which the neuron firings go through, the information goes through. So basically, intelligence, by definition of psychology, is the speed of which information travels across your brain. So this is liquid intelligence. This is the genetically determined of how intelligent you actually are, how fast you can solve problems, etc., etc. Now, crystallized intelligence is basically what you use it for, basically all the knowledge you've gained. If you have, for example, gained a lot of languages, if you know a lot of sports, if you have learned a lot of sports, you will have an easier time to pick up on new areas of sports, new languages. Or as Elon Musk also said, like, the first business starting is hard, but once you get the first successful business, starting a new one isn't already that hard, because you managed to get one right and you learned the most out of it, so doing the second business is easier. So basically, I'm a little bit tired, but basically, my idea is, even though that most psychologists disagree, but I believe that crystallized intelligence can also be heritage, like can also be eared to your children. Like if you're some kind of top programmer or something, your children will likely be also, if you teach them young enough. So it's not only the age that matters, so because children are known to pick up things really fast, but also that your experience brings it with you. Like, for example, my father spoke 5 languages fluently and he was picking up on 3 additionally. And this made me, personally, in my life, a lot easier to pick up languages like French, for example, or Spanish, simply because my father knew how to speak those. And therefore, just because of this one case and also another German mathematics student who got into university with, I think, 11 years age or something, just because he got taught by his father, who was a professor in mathematics, how to do mathematics. I think this kind of stuff is here, this kind of predetermined intelligence for learning specific subjects is a heritage that comes from your parents if they're an expert in some kind of subject. So, therefore, this is my statement. Thank you for watching.